right? When you get to the point where you're not motivated to do anything, and not necessarily get up and get out and do what you need to do, what is the cause of that, right? I know many of you have goals, have dreams, have ambitions that you want to fulfill, but we're not fulfilling them. So what does that look like? Well, we know what that looks like, but what does that mean, and how can you get on the other side of that? Maybe you're stuck in a place where you're like, I want to move forward, but I don't know how to move forward. And you have all of these excuses on why you're still where you are today. So we're going to talk real briefly. There are several things that could be the cause of this. But one of the things that I want to talk about is the one thing that we don't think consciously of, right? We have a goal that comes up. We have this dream. We have this ambition that we want. So we make a choice about that. And then there's something that happens immediately. There's a second choice that happens immediately once we make that first conscious choice. So we want to talk about that. Remember, there are about 5 different reasons why you lack motivation. But today, we're going to talk about the one. And the one thing we're going to talk about today is self-doubt, right? What happens when you have self-doubt? Well, when you think that you can't do something, you're convinced, like you are convinced that you cannot go through whatever emotional anguish that you have associated with a certain task. Even if this is a task that you consciously said you want in your life. For example, many of the people who listen to me say you want to start a business. You want to launch a business. You want to be a coach. You want to be a consultant. You have this product. You have this service. You have whatever it is, right? But you come up with all of these excuses on why you can't do this, why you can't do this. So this is a mentor of mine shared this with me. I want to share it with you. So there's one, you make this choice. Bam, I want to start a business, right? And that's a great idea. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. It's not erroneous. Like, that's a great idea to want to start a business. But immediately after you make that declaration, like, I'm starting a business, another choice happens. And this choice comes in the idea of the self-doubt, right? Oh, I don't know how to start a business. I'm not good enough to start a business. I don't have any reference points on starting a business. I don't have enough money to start. Like, you start having all of these other thoughts that flood this one great idea of starting a business. And instead of focusing on the goal, the vision of starting a business, we tend to start focusing on the negative, those limiting beliefs around why you can't do what you say you want to do. So how can we combat that? How can we move beyond that self-doubt? Well, one way is to shift those negative statements, right? Because the truth of the matter is, some of those statements may be true. Maybe you don't have the money to start the business, right? But when we learn how to reposition the statement, you can move from saying, I don't have the money to start a business, to how can I get the money to start the business? You can say, it could be a reality that you don't know any people who've started a successful business. You can switch that to say, how can I get into circles with people who have started successful businesses? So the one way is to reframe the disempowering statement, right? That's one way. Number 2 is to begin to focus on your wins, your past wins, things you've already done and you've done them successfully. You know exactly what you've done in your life and how you've successfully did whatever it is. Start to focus on those things. When you can get to a place where you can look at the good and dwell in the elements of, oh, I can do this. I have overcome this this obstacle. I I do have multiple wins in my life. You can get to the point where you shift your orientation from a negative perspective to a positive perspective. All right, you all. I just wanted to come in real quick to kind of talk to you about this because maybe some of you are struggling with moving beyond stuck. Maybe you are in a place where you don't feel motivated to do what you said you want to do for your life. And those are some ways that you can actually do that. One, reframe those negative statements of I can't to how can I, and then start to focus on your wins. The past wins, the wins that you've already had. Okay? That is it. Hey, listen, if you want to know more, please feel free to go and check out my website, yourcodacoach.com. And then also be on the lookout for some new and exciting information from me, because I'm excited to let you all know what I got coming down the pipeline. Okay? Well, until then, listen, I want to say peace. Bye-bye for now. And remember to make sure you have a great day on purpose. Bye-bye for now.